Happy Mother's Day, everybody! Or as I like to call it, International Women's Day before International Women's Day was International Women's Day. that was back in March. But this is May, and it is officially Mother's Day. So let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness, because yesterday really was a great day overall. In fact, really the only low is my brother wanted to, because here's the thing, my brother's wife is actually leaving today. I forget where specifically she's going. Actually, let me fix the camera a little bit. There we go. Actually, I didn't really. Yeah, that works. Okay. So, my sister-in-law is actually leaving, and so we wanted to celebrate Mother's Day yesterday. So it was my brother, his wife, my three nephews, my father, myself, my grandmother and grandfather, and my brother's mother-in-law. And, we're all just celebrating, Mother's Day weekend. And my brother's mother-in-law is there because, again, my brother's wife is leaving for the week. So she wants to help my brother take care of, three kids. Because taking care of three kids is kind of hard. Even with the fact that my mom just got back last night, which is actually my low. It's just, my mom wasn't there yesterday. And I remember my brother, talking about doing this. I'm like, you do know Mom is going to be coming back late on Saturday night, right? But, whatever. So, yeah, my mom wasn't there, but my high was I did spend the day with everybody else yesterday. It was great. I saw the Kentucky Derby, which, how about Rich Strike? Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll look it up in a second. I'll do that in a second. And my act of kindness was I helped my dad pick up my mom from the airport last night at 10 o'clock. Hung out a little bit. I was able to give my mom her gifts, which was awesome. Got her some roses, a card, and some peas macarons, which peas macarons always come in clutch. That's how they roll. Actually, macarons, if laying on their side, can actually roll. So there you go. Okay, so with all that, good morning, happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Before I get into Mother's Day, I gotta talk about the Derby because, holy cow, actually, was the name of the horse Rich Strike or First Strike or Strike Rich or something? Actually, you know what? Whatever it is, it was probably very fitting considering what wound up happening. Okay. Where is it's loading. Rich Strike. Okay, Rich Strike was the name of the horse. I thought it was. So this is literally one of the greatest come from behind, upset, never thought was ever gonna happen, strikes of fate I've ever seen in the history of sports. Right up there with Super Bowl 51 and what Tom Brady did. That'd be 28-3 for you Atlanta fans out there. Sorry. Anyway, so this one horse was not supposed to be running the Derby at all. But someone had to scratch off and he got to race anyway, which is cool. I mean, it's cool to run a race in the Derby. There's still the Preakness and the Belmont. Personally, I consider the Belmont to be the real big one, just simply because it's a longer race and it's in New York State where rules involving horse racing are very, very, very strict. I don't know all the details, but just look it up. It really is true. This horse was going in with 80-1 odds of winning. That means this was the one horse no one ever thought would win with those odds. Because I think it ran 7 races. And of those 7 races, it got 1 win. And the people who own this horse and the guy riding, they had no plans on really caring about the Derby. They were just going to get ready to go to New York for the Belmont. But now, after what wound up happening, they're going to the Preakness because this horse, against all odds, which again were 80-1, won the Derby at the very end. Like, it was between, like, I think it was Epicenter and Taba that were, like, the two horses that were, like, going to win. And Epicenter was about to clear it. But then Rich Strike just makes one mad dash. And I'm watching the Derby with my father, and we are both just in awe. Just like, are we really witnessing history here? We did. We literally just witnessed history. Like, that is probably the biggest upset in the history of the Kentucky Derby. Like, keep in mind, I'm not really what you would consider a horse racing, expert by any stretch of the imagination. But this is going to be talked about for a long time. Like, I've only really been paying attention to horse racing. I mean, let's be honest. I'll be honest, I only really pay attention to horse racing when it's, again, the Triple Crown, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. And even then, I only really am going to care if there is a potential Triple Crown winner. And even then, I had to wait until I was like, gosh, I think I was 23 when I finally saw American Fair win the Triple Crown. And then a few years later, Justified did it. But, like, seeing a Triple Crown winner has not been a very common thing. Like, I think of the 148 times they've done this, I think, like, only, I forget the number, but it's really, like, not even 20. Like, I want to say, like, 16, maybe 18 horses of, like, the century plus they've been doing this. So, really, I only pay attention to any potential triple crown winner. But this is literally the first time where, and keep in mind, again, Rich Strike winning this race with 80-1 odds. So, naturally, I was completely blown away when that horse won. But I was so blown away by it that, thinking it over, it is likely that Rich Strike may not win a Triple Crown, but I'm not really going to care. That's how, like, awesome I think this is. Like, seriously, if someone wins the Derby and then they don't win the Preakness, I'm like, well, it was fun. Maybe I'll watch the Belmont in June, I guess. But I legitimately don't care anymore. Like, I really want to see what happens next with this horse. And maybe it will win the Triple Crown. Honestly, the one thing I'm regretting is, like, okay, like, this is, I know this is going to seem kind of greedy and selfish of me to say this, but, like, in movies that involve time travel, like Back to the Future and stuff like that, where they go back in time and bet on, like, games or races that they already knew ahead of time who was going to win, so they bet on those odds to win, and then their future self gets, like, hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever. Like, stuff like this is why that happens. Like, I would go back in time, bet, like, all my life savings on this 80-1 horse, and, man, to say I'd be living on Easy Street would be a bit of an understatement, man. Somebody got rich off that horse yesterday. Absolutely somebody got rich off of that horse. And I get the feeling that, like, again, I'm not going to be upset. Like, seriously, I'm not really going to care if Rich Strike. I just want to see Rich Strike race. I do. Because that's just so awesome. Like, because here's the thing. The Derby is a half mile. The Preakness is a quarter mile, a shorter race. And then there's the Belmont, which is like a full mile. Like a much longer race, I think, is what the distances are. So, as of right now, yeah, I'm hoping Rich Strike. Well, if Rich Strike wants it, if the people who own that horse want them to run that race, do it. Because again, they originally just wanted to do the Belmont. So I will. I mean, if Rich Strike races in the Preakness, yeah, I'm gonna root for it. But if it doesn't win, I'm not gonna care. I mean, again, this is like the one instance where I don't care if we get a Triple Crown winner. We literally just witnessed history yesterday. Stuff like that does not come along very often. And I was saying that when American Pharaoh first won the Triple Crown. And then, again, a couple of years later, Justified. So when I tell you it doesn't happen very often, I'm being serious. So, yeah. Enough about horses. Let's talk about moms. It is Mother's Day today. Okay, so making a video about Mother's Day this year got to be kind of difficult, just simply because, I probably could have done, X number of facts about my mom, just like I did for my father and my brother on their birthdays. And it would kind of make sense to do here, just simply because my mom's birthday is all the way in November. And it really wouldn't be a great idea to wait that long. But if I went about doing that, it would probably come off as, haphazard, and, there's probably other facts I probably could have come up with that would be better than anything I would say in the moment. So I think I'll just, keep it simple and, just, speak from the heart. I'll do a facts about my mom on her actual birthday in November. I can wait. Why not? Besides, it gives me an opportunity to really think over what facts I'm going to. I could say a lot of facts about my mom, just like I could have said a lot of other facts about my brother and my father. But, I chose to keep it simple. I did 10 for my dad and, 13 for my brother. Well, 13, you watch the video and you'll know why it's 13. I really couldn't, and, I don't even know how many facts I would use for my mom, So, there's a couple I could say, but I think I'll keep it under wraps until later, which, actually, her birthday is just a little over 6 months from now, so I got lots of time to think it over. And, who knows, maybe something else will happen that'll be another fun fact about her. We'll have to see. And honestly, I think it's for the best. If there's one thing I know my mom taught me growing up, is that don't do things, half done. Honestly, just let the show go on. Just speak from the heart, which is, what I'm doing right now. And the best thing I can do is say, this video is dedicated to not just my mom, but any moms, be they regular moms, or stepmoms, or grandmoms, or dogmoms, or catmoms, or godmoms, or godmoms, godmothers. You get the idea. Or maybe you have a sibling maybe you have a sibling who is a sister who's like a mother to you. This video is dedicated. Or maybe you used to be a mom and sadly lost your child, in which case, my condolences. This video is dedicated to any and all moms out there. Moms are literally half of the reason why, the world is going round. Metaphorically, I mean, without, women doing what they do, working hard, helping provide families, helping provide for families, giving birth, you don't have stuff like human history being recorded. You don't have stuff like inventions like electricity or long distance communication being discovered, or for that matter, you don't have parts of the world that are discovered without, moms, existing and helping, produce more of the population, and more stuff is done. and you wouldn't have great women like actually one famous person from the city of Elmira is I hope I don't butcher her name, Eileen Collins, who is a native of my area. She went to local community college, which is a Corning Community College, or CCC, or as my father will comedically call it, Spencer Hill Institute of Technology. But this woman became the very first woman to pilot the space shuttle. Yes, a woman from my area did something that great. And, you know, the saying goes, greatness comes from anywhere. And it can come from anyone, man or woman. But honestly, today, it's all about the women, especially moms. So to any and all moms out there, thank you. You know, pretty sure it's safe to say that, you know, what you do cannot be expressed how appreciative we all are because of what you do. So thank you. And if you excuse me, I think I have a bunch more moms to wish a happy Mother's Day. That's kind of why, kind of one of the reasons why this video is being a little bit later in the day. Yeah, it's only about 9:45, but you know me, I like to do things earlier. But hey, it's Mother's Day. I'm gonna be seeing my mom later today. It'll be nice. You know, and honestly, I think that's the cool thing about moms. And I really do. And I really hope I don't like undersell this or say anything bad about it, but by all accounts, my mom, and really all moms, teach us one of the most valuable life lessons there is. And that's, you don't need much to be happy. If you're with the people in your life who love you, then that's really all you need. By all accounts, I could make an argument saying that my family's all I got, but that's all I need. So again, to all the mothers out there, this one is definitely for you. Thank you for all you do. I hope you like what I did for you, because, you know, you can't really speak from the heart any better than this. And again, if you liked what I did, you feel free to like and subscribe and follow me on social media. And to all the moms out there, I'm very humbled I made this video. Well, really, I made this video for everyone, but it's dedicated to you. So if you're watching, again, this is for you. I hope that any and all moms have a wonderful Mother's Day. And, or maybe moms about to be, or maybe past moms, or maybe moms that are up in heaven, or whatever. You know, this is Mom's Day. So, moms, go ahead and enjoy it. And I'm very hopeful everyone has a wonderful day. But again, hope the moms have a nice Mother's Day. And, yeah. If anyone needs to say anything, I mean, yeah, I always say, if you ever want to talk, I'll always be here to lend the arrows every back, take care, make good choices. But I want to reward this by saying, if for whatever reason, talking to some, by all accounts, stranger like me doesn't really, for lack of a better analogy, tickle your fancy when it comes to, talking over with someone, hello, talk it over with your mom. They love that stuff. Seriously, literally the coolest thing you can do for your mom is to be honest and tell her how you feel about something. They love that stuff. They live for that stuff. And again, it's why, they teach you the most valuable lesson, in which, again, family time is happy time. Now I'm going to get ready to enjoy some family time too. So yeah. And make good choices. You know what? Also, make good choices for the sake of your mom. Do it for your mom. Make good choices for your mom. There we go.